Hi everybody. Today we will see how to figure out what is the fraction if you are given pictures with shaded portions. So now we can see we have two questions here which involve some shaded portions in the questions. And what if the question was write the shaded part of this in fractions. So this is our first question. Let's start solving. Count the number of shapes that you are given first. 1, 2, 3 and 4. But we have to consider only shaded portion as it is mentioned in the question. So how many parts are shaded? So if I consider this triangle, the entire triangle is shaded, isn't it? Each triangle is divided into two parts, but if you can see, both the parts are shaded. That means the whole triangle is shaded. If the whole shape is shaded, you will consider it as 1. Go to the next triangle. In this triangle also, the entire triangle is shaded. Both the parts are shaded. So, I'll consider this as 1. Same goes with this. Both the portions are shaded. The entire triangle is shaded. So, 1. Now, moving on to the last shape, you can see that only one part is shaded. So, this is the time when you write the fraction. So, how to write a fraction? How many parts is shaded? That will be your numerator. Numerator is the digit which you write on the top of the fraction. So, how many parts is shaded? One part is shaded. So, 1. Draw a line by what is the total number of parts in the picture? 1, 2. 2 parts. So, that will be your denominator. That is the number which is the bottom of the fraction. 1 is numerator, 2 is denominator. So, now how to solve the full question? What is the shaded portion? Earlier we had written this as 1 because the whole triangle is shaded. So, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 2. So, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So, 3 plus 1 by 2 can write the whole number a bit bigger and then write the fraction a bit smaller next to it. 3 1 by 2. So, this is the mixed fraction of this question. Let's move on to the next question. Now, we have 3 circles totally. And now, you have to see how many parts are shaded in each picture. So, here I can see that the whole circle is shaded. So, all the parts are dotted. So, I'll have to consider this chart as 1. The whole is shaded. So, I have to consider fully. Same goes for the next circle too. All the parts in the circle is shaded. So, 1. And now when we come to the last one, we see that only 2 parts are shaded. So, the numerator will be the shaded part 1, 2. That will be the numerator by the denominator should be the total part. Numerator is the shaded part. Denominator will be your total parts. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, in total there are 8 parts. So, 2 by 8. So, this picture represents 2 by 8. Now, I have to write the final answer. You have to write all this together by summing them up. So, 1 plus 1 is 2. You cannot add whole numbers and fractions. The whole number will stay a whole number. 1 plus 1 is 2. Write it a bit bigger. And the fraction 2 by 8. Write it a bit smaller next to it. This will be your answer. Thank you. Subscribe and like my videos. Now suppose you are given a question like you have to draw 4 3 by 6. So the simplest method to draw a fraction is by using rectangles because it is easier to extend and the division is not very difficult like that of a circle. So how will you draw 4 3 by 6? You are supposed to draw something like a shaded figure. So now let's start doing it. So let's use rectangles now. So 4 is a whole number. That means you have to draw full 4 rectangles. And then you should draw another rectangle in which only 3 should be shaded. And the total number of parts will be 6. Remember, the numerator is shaded and denominator is the total. So 4 whole shapes and the fifth shape will be 3 by 6, showing 3 by 6. So let's start. But when you draw the whole rectangle, make sure you use this same fraction. You have to divide them into 6 parts and shade the whole rectangle. So draw a long rectangle like this. Start dividing them into 6 equal parts. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, that makes 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I made 6 parts and I have to draw full 4 whole rectangles. So just shade all the parts. That makes 1. Similarly, you have to make 4. 1 2 3 4 5. Shade them. This makes the next one. 1 2 3 4 5. I made 6 parts. Shade them. I have to make 4 because 4 is a whole number. I need to make 4 whole rectangles. Yeah, I finished making 4 whole rectangles now. Now going on to the fraction part, 3 by 6. That means make sure you draw all the shapes of the same size and length. We are going to draw the shaded portion 3 by 6. So you have to totally make 6 portions and you have to shade only 3. So 1 2 3. So this will be 3 by 6. So now if you add all of this, it will make 4 by 6. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 makes 4 and 3 by 6 is equal to 4 3 by 6. This is how you do the reverse, that is drawing from a given fraction.